Hello, everybody. I'm not on camera again. Sorry. But yeah, we're starting off with a match between two people that were in the Minnesota Fats Sega Saturn game because the bouncer was the guy on the left. So let's get to it. Then after this, we'll continue our story. Oh wait, hold on.
Continue the journeys of Hugman Huggington.
First, let me actually put music on. Because I added Air Guys music this time. The problem is, it's extremely loud. So I had to turn the music way down. So basically, it's going to be an Air Guys soundtrack only stream tonight. Interesting voice for Satan there. Even this is a bit loud, but... I'm kind of... Yeah, I mentioned it during the pre-show, but I'm kind of realizing I don't mess with the deathmatch stuff all that much. In fact, I kind of forgot... I kind of forgot that there were cage matches in this game until, like, the story mode did it. One of these days you should try Air Guys quest mode for a stream. I don't think so. I don't know about that, man. And, I hope not. Because, I don't want any South Park in my game. So there have been, as always, quite a few new edits that have been interesting, and we'll be showing them off later. Ah. I may have mentioned it before, but Minnesota Fats is, in my current No Mercy mod, complete with this moveset, so... Which, by the way, I love that his finisher is side pocket.
That's beautiful.
It makes for a good finisher name, honestly, especially for the kind of pin he does. It's the one where he kind of like rolls them up on a ball and then slant, like, does a suplex pin. Oh my god, no wonder the bouncer let him through in the game. He keeps tossing him into the lights.
He just sees Minnesota Fats in game and just immediately flashes back to this.
Minnesota Fats! Also, another bizarre fact. In Japanese, Alexei Smirnoff was dubbed by the guy who composed the music for Mother 3. So...
Somehow more bizarre than Smirnoff playing the bouncer.
Yeah. Ah. Fats is tired. He's like, look, I've had a long day of putting like 5 people, like $5 billion in debt all day.
I almost got shot.
That too. Oh, there's the side pocket. Damn. Oh my god, Frame. I love the trucker from Revenge because, he's just Meng but white for some reason. They're both really tired now. Fats is relatively unscathed for this being a death match. Damn.
Is that blood stain popping out as soon as he hit the ground?
Yeah.
He just exploded him.
If I had control over, like, the animations that happened in this game, he would have exploded MK3 style.
MK4 style.
That too, yeah. The bouncing heads and everything. Oh my god. It's like Fats isn't really that beat up, he's just tired.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat, by the way, did you catch that news that's been going around today?
Yeah. Frost is supposedly in it? Oh.
Frost, Jade, possibly Nimbus fucking Terrafo.
Wait, what?
Yeah, one of, like, the achievements, the whole, like, source of the leak thing is, like, the achievements, but they all end with, like, 3 letters. People were assuming, like, Frost because F-R-O, Jade because J-A-D, and one of them is just E-E-R.
I saw a lot.
People are assuming Nimbus Terrafo.
Oh shit!
They did kill him.
Well, he's not in debt. He's just
He's in dead.
I saw a lot of people assuming it was gonna be the Terminator.
Oh, you know what? That's entirely possible. Hang on. Although, is Terminator a Warner Bros. Thing?
I'm not actually sure. Anyway, let's mocap or meet. You know me. I unironically want that, so that's why they don't put me in charge of any. That's a good point. If they added Terminator, he would probably be DLC. I don't really imagine most guest characters being, like, with the game much anymore. Unless it's something like Blade Strangers or something weird like that, but... Anyway, Hiroshi. Hey, you dope!
Yeah, I don't think they'd be able to get the Terminator, because that's an MGM license. And, NetherRealm specifically a Warner Brothers studio.
Night Spirits. Nimbus Terrafo would actually be kind of like a legal, like, I'm not sure what area that is legally, because it was just like a random fan letter to some magazine that came up with him. So I don't really know how that works in terms of copyright, if they put him in a game.
And the Done Stranger.
Yeah. Also, Makabe just did that.
Hey!
In fact, you could say he's headstrong to take you on.
You might even take on anyone.
Them bows Terrafo. The Spike Chunk Soft. Man. I miss old magazines doing weird things like that. I remember, I don't remember if it was Game Informer or Game Enforcer, but I remember that, there was, like, instead of Capcom versus SNK, it was Capcom versus SNL, and there was a doctored shot of Howmaru fighting the Blues Brothers, and, I really wish I could find a picture of that.
I know GamePro did an April Fool's thing called, like, Game Poo.
Oh, I don't think I've, seen that one.
But it was one of those weird things where they did it themselves.
Hmm. Yeah. Like the Game Enforcer is kind of amazing, even to this day, really. Anyway, we're using the train theme because I really like it.
Ah, those aiming breaks.
So,
also looking up Nimbus Terrafo, it I think specifically belongs to EGM, so
yeah,
it was specifically a thing they came up with, so and they're still around, so they could probably like work out rights for that.
I mean, yeah,
Probably.
cool things have come from rumored characters, so
Like Ermac
yeah, and Scarlet,
and Blaze and Tremor.
definitely Tremor, yeah. Well, it wasn't Tremor from Special Forces, or was he?
I can't remember.
Ed Semrad. I don't know why that reminds me of, speaking of EGM, Bloodstorm actually has a reference to the magazine hidden in it. Because there was that writer Sushi X, and there's a there's a button sequence that you can put in where the game just displays Sushi X rules this game or something, and I'm just kind of remembering that game, and I'm like, well, I hope he's proud of himself. Funny you say that, ARPA. In MK4, you can be Ed Boon since he's just the face of Johnny Cage and Reiko in that game. Not the face of Scorpion, though. Just the voice. Oh, no. What? Oh, let me taunt. Yeah. Yeah, the flyer for Bloodstorm is interesting because we were kind of misled all those years. That's not what Pacina. That's not how Pacina got fired. I think that was after he got fired. Wonder what he thinks about that now.
Melly, the suicide dives don't really work on the ground.
Oh. Johnny Cage loses big time. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that character list had no Kitana or Johnny Cage.
really.
Yeah, at least from what we remember.
I could have sworn I saw those too.
I do know the trio of kids are potentially in there. Or at the very least, Cassie and Jackie are. One was just Kun, which could be Kung Jin or Kung Lao, so...
I hope Kung Lao, because, Kung Jin's not very interesting.
Kung Jin's entire thing was basically, hey, he's gay, okay, and...
that's all he had.
Kung Lao's kid?
He was just Kung Lao, but more boring and with arrows instead.
And gay.
Yeah. But, like, the problem is he's not even an interesting character otherwise.
Also, depressingly, neither Melina or Tanya were on that list.
Yeah. They were the best gay representation in X.
And one of them's dead now.
Well, if it's Melina, then there's probably, like, thousands of clones of her out there.
But at the same time, it's like, I'm willing to concede considering the possibility of Frost and Jade.
If they made Frost, like, actually neat, like, and interesting, then I'd be all for that. But go by her personality, if they just made her more, like, if there was a way to make Sub-Zero, but just more, like, kind of more offensive base and just more pissed off in general, that would be great.
And possibly also lesbian.
That's true, yeah.
Also, think about the list, you know who was a thing in Mortal Kombat X that nobody really cared about in the long run?
What was that?
Ferrantor.
Oh yeah.
That's a character that exists and just nobody gave a shit about.
I think part of the reason was because there was no explanation as to like why they were there. They were just there, and in the story they pop up, they get beat, and they never show up again. There we go. Forgot that she still has Terry's jacket. In a way, these Fire First Story streams are almost like a podcast.
In a way,
Yeah,
you just also play a game.
that's ideal, really.
It's just such a casual, and you have now changed actual history. Congratulations.
I hugged history. We gonna... Oh, right, I'm not focused on there. Who probably doesn't have any pictures.
It doesn't seem like the Bullet Club are involved in this at all.
Yeah, yeah. Bad luck, fail. Makabe already made that joke.
But then again, it probably doesn't help that there's only like 4 or 5 Bullet Club people in this whole game. Because most of them were contracted for other companies.
Oh, hey, that guy that was in Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 Freem Edition. Well, yeah, he's a shoot fighter in that game. I imagine he'd win. What? Oh. I wasn't expecting that.
Alright, time to see how close to history this is.
Why is Hugman, like, outside of the building yelling at Shibata from, like... He's probably just, like, looking down at her from the window. Is he just like, oh, that's your fighting spirit!
Hugman, you don't have to do that. I'm, like, standing right next to you. We're about to go out and get shawarma.
Hugman is going back to the car. She's, like, flipping the bird as she's, like, skidding out of the parking lot. The joke is that Hugman wouldn't even be able to drive. Yeah, I think me winning actually, yeah, from what I'm being told, changed history pretty majorly.
Well, in a minor way right now, Shibata still got to the finals in the original New Japan Cup 2017. But if you win here, it's a different story. Because if Hugman wins, Shibata doesn't fight Okada, which means he doesn't get his career-ending injury.
So we're, like, saving him, then.
Basically.
Alright, well, God, I kind of want to make a joke, but that's really morbid. This took a really weird direction.
So wait, does that mean if you potentially lose here, does that, like, still happen? And do you have to deal in story with the consequences of Shibata's career ending?
I don't know. I'm frightened now. Hugman, have you been out here, like, all day?
Probably. She keeps yelling at Shibata, but Shibata, like, already left, like, several hours ago.
I know you're in there! Yeah, it's almost like we pretty much had this conversation like a million times. No, but you know, you might as well. Especially because I just want to see you try. Yeah. Why did the text went like really slowly when he said that, as if to say, "Sure you are." Well, you've been doing a great job of that pretty well. Ah, man. Yeah, that'll happen when you're tasked with changing history. Here we go. This actually looks like a shot from Dark Place.
I just see those Garth Marenghi's head floating across the screen.
I want to go watch a wrestling debut. That was a terrible impression of Jesus. I sounded really different. Okay, time to go fight him again, I guess. He's been, Yuji Nagata and, Shibata have been weirdly prominent, appearances in these streams lately. Yeah, the Hong Kong reggae. That'll be the theme for this. But, when we were talking about, you know, how this tournament's, like, you know, structured off of real things and everything. That reminded me something about that game, WCW Thunder, that I found really interesting.
What was that?
Problem is, with a game that has a roster that you kind of couldn't change back in the day, it went out of date in, like, a couple months, but they had a whole system where actual, like, real-life pay-per-views could be, like, played in the game by entering a password. Which is...
Was it Mayhem that did that?
Yeah.
It was Mayhem that specifically did that.
Yeah.
And they'd give out the codes, like, either during the show or after the show. And you could enter them and it would play out that pay-per-view.
Which is, like, a really cool idea if you kind of forget that it's not really sustainable.
And then there's a very high likelihood that, like, some of the people involved in that pay-per-view would not be there by the time the game was out, or something like that.
Yeah.
We'd have people that wouldn't be in the game.
I think Warzone had that problem. I think, like, 3 of the dudes in there weren't with WAF at the time that game was released.
I think it was specifically Bulldog, Bret Hart, and somebody else.
It wasn't Farouk, was it?
No. He's kind of been a company guy. Might have been Owen.
Ah, maybe. I kind of forgot he was in that game.
That was the last game he was in, because Attitude had, like, I think a in memoriam thing after the credits.
No, he was in Attitude.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he was in it, but, like, he died before it came out.
Yeah. Also, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. Well, any Hogan Warrior match is disappointing. I don't actually know. I don't think I've actually really watched what they've done in the ring. I just, you know.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
You really don't.
Yeah, I don't need to be like, oh, I actually like watching these people. Like, you know.
I mean, like, you do get the satisfaction of seeing Hogan get his ass beat by Warrior the first time around, but at the same time, it's still Hogan and Warrior.
Yeah, Warrior's, like, arguably worse, I think. Like... Oh, God. Oh, sorry.
It's all dependable.
Yeah. I
don't know if there is a lesser of two evils in that situation.
True, although I do remember Warrior talking about draws and, you know... And yeah, that Fun with Ahmed's like one of my favorites, and I'm sad that it's WrestleMania and Glycin Street Fighter House. That was when Ahmed was saying like not tomorrow, today, and the subtitle said not the mall today or something. Which, speaking of draws, he has one of the best voice clips in WAF Attitude. You know how those games have like an intro quote before the match starts and everything? It just cuts to him and you just hear him puke and that's it. Like there's not even an animation for it, he's just standing there and you hear like that's it. How does he also say that?
I thought that was one of the headbangers that said that.
Oh, huh.
At least I think it was.
Attitude's like, honestly, most of my experience was with Anarchy Rules. The other games I don't really have all that much experience with. A Hardcore Revolution is a game I never remember actually exists.
You don't really need to, because it's just Anarchy Rules, but like less goofy.
Yeah, it doesn't have the bizarre jobber characters, which is a huge loss. Although, some of those jobbers I'm starting to realize really aren't the best either.
I mean, Booger is eternal, but then, like, what else is...
Well, there's the Kid, who's also pretty great, although it's kind of weird to, like, hear, like, bone cracking during submission holds, and hearing that character make noises. But, there was, like, you're supposed to be, like, a Greek emperor named Esophagus, and his voice is, like, I don't know how to describe it, it's bad. He does a lot of wimpy grunts and stuff like that.
You have now changed history.
I changed history while talking about shitty jobber characters in ECW.
Tokyo Dome is just gonna start falling apart around you.
Jeez. The crowd absolutely loves you. Also, time stops because you really screwed things up now. That... I love how that's barely different. Like, you can tell...
Kushida shows up and be like, that's not how that was supposed to go.
I like in that picture, like, it looks like the last one, but he just, like, slightly moved his arms up.
Can I give you a hug?
You've made history in, like, a really weird way. It's such a short time. I mean, if you call, like, 2 weeks a short time. I did it! Okay.
Oh, jeez, are they gonna make you go for the Never Championship first?
Wait,
when was...
Yeah, I guess so.
I forgot Kenny was Intercontinental Champion at this time.
Pictured here. Oh.
Oh, there he is.
I love how he just matches his shirt very well. Pictured here. I suddenly want to, like, enter a computer room and just make all the computers have this wallpaper. I take it you didn't like my film reel. Alright, now we wrestle who I assume is just a fighting game character, I guess.
He's a samurai.
Yeah. Not the Shogun from Revenge, though. That's Toshiaki Kawada, I believe.
I like the fact that this game is like, whoa, don't get too full of yourself now. You're not going to go straight for the IWGP title or the Intercontinental title.
Even though I don't think you've really lost once this entire time. Like, honestly, like, this is, I'm not
At the
really...
very least, by virtue of doing this, you have also ensured that history will not cause you to have a career-ending injury.
That's true. This would end very shortly if that were the case.
That would be a depressing ending, like...
Yeah.
Like a weird bad end thing, like, oh, because you won the Japan Cup, you fight Okada, and you get injured and have to retire.
Yeah. I guess it's better than the Suda character. Which, speaking of, I looked at the update for this game that came out recently. Apparently, that guy's suplex is now in this game.
Whoa.
Like, the Smith suplex or something? Like, they just added that out of the blue. I didn't take a look at what it looks like.
They did say they'd be looking into Suda involvement.
I guess that's the first step. Will be never the open weight champion. Pictured here. Actually, that's not...
just off screen.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're just not looking at them. Huh. It's interesting how no matter where we go, we have the same exact locker room.
It's like the WWE locker rooms in the video games. They always look miraculously the same, no matter the arena.
Huh. What kind of sweet you get? Hey, we don't get to see what sweets he's into. How am I supposed to know he's a Reese's guy?
Well, given that his nickname, given he's got that Unchained Gorilla shirt, maybe he's got, like, banana chips.
I can go for some of this, actually. From what I heard, wrestlers for, like, making other wrestlers eat a lot is kind of just a thing.
Yeah.
I heard that Giant Baba was infamous for that. Like, there was one guy, I forget his name, but in a book he wrote that he would be up all night, like, feeling sick because Baba would just make him eat so much food. There's also something I read where they were somewhere that there wasn't really that many eateries around, so they just went to McDonald's, and Bob was like, I'm not eating that shit. And then they're just like, look, please, you have to eat something. He's like, fine. And then he eats a fillet of fish, and he's like, I think they may have said he like, he just goes, this is the best thing I have ever eaten. And then he says, for a while there, every week he would order the other guy to go get him the fish thing. Yeah, this is Goto's song, alright. Oh. And these guys really pull out all the stops of the entrance gear.
Yeah, he's got some fancy entrance gear. Like, he lives up to his samurai nickname.
Doesn't really yell for any reason, he just goes, ah!
Ah! Like...
Fish thing. Oh my god, yeah, that was told by the guy, he was like the other guy during the whole, sacrifice, promo. I forget what his name was. Was it Petey? I don't remember, but he was the one telling that. That might be it. But yeah, he was just talking about. I'll always remember him talking about being in the same car as Steiner driving it. Like,
and it being the most horrifying experience of his life.
he was like, Steiner turned to him and was just like, you know how long it's been since I've been in an accident? And he goes, I don't want to hear that. You can't go down that way because it's a one-way road. I'm gonna go down this one-way road. Obviously foreshadowing for Scott Steiner being DLC for the new Twisted Metal. Half of the sad joke is implying there's gonna be a new Twisted Metal ever. That's the thing, I forgot that there was like a relatively new one. And just nobody played it.
Because, like, it was kind of... Yeah, there was only 3 characters. It was a weird story thing that was mixed. It was a reboot.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, it kind of lost a lot in terms of the characters, and they weren't really varied character-wise
They didn't
either.
have Axel. They just relegated him to just his car.
Yeah, I feel like taking the person out of the cars, so to speak, kind of took a lot of the appeal out. Oh. On the upside, you could make your own custom car skins. It's just that, you know, this is the era where Twisted Metal's dark and dingy, so no matter how vibrant you made your car, it would still end up looking really dull.
I
Believe
think they didn't directly bring it up on the demo disc, but they were talking about, like, a car combat battle royale game, and I feel like they could totally do that with Twisted Metal.
Yeah, just make like a Steam game. And maybe not do like the dark and dingy aesthetic anymore, because I'm kind of bored with it in terms of that series.
Make it more like 2 or 3.
Um,
Not 4. That's too much. That's too much.
I'm gonna go with 2, because 3 might run the risk of Calypso going like, so you want my soul? And then he just steps on your face. I can imagine, like, beating the game as Mr. Grimm in Twisted Metal 3, which he's, like, kind of one of the hardest characters to work with in that series. And then just getting an ending where that's, like, about, like, 10 seconds long. And then you just get, you get really tiny, and then you get stomped to death, and then that's it. But then there was some, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Arpa. There were some endings that didn't even match up with what the characters wanted. It was like, there was like a construction worker, he was like, I'm gonna beat Twisted Metal so that everybody will stop, like, you know, wrecking the roads I work on. Then it'll be like, so, you want to find your inner child? Like, what?
It feels like whoever wrote the descriptions did not have any communications with whoever was doing the ending, or whoever was doing the endings.
Yeah, and they clearly didn't care either. There was also the one guy that was just a reference to the band Prodigy.
Oh, what was his name? Firestarter?
Yeah, and he just looked exactly like the lead singer.
I feel like that construction worker ending was probably like referenced with Head-On's ending. Because the like foreman guy was like, I want to be alive to see my creation again. And Calypso makes him a baby.
Oh, the guy who just kind of transformed into Milton from Office Space in that game?
Yeah.
That one ending in that game... yeah, that's the thing. That's another case of kind of a neat series that was kind of created by a guy who ultimately turned out to, like, really suck.
Isn't he like pretty much preoccupied with God of War now, though?
Yeah, I mean, that's the big seller, you know?
Just give Twisted Metal to somebody else.
Give it to, like, hell, I don't know.
Who would be good at like making a car combat game?
That's a good question. Can't get Nintendo to do it because then it can't be violent.
Oh right, we forgot about Drawn to Death. That game sucked badly.
It sounds vaguely familiar. What's the deal with it?
It was like a weird arena shooter game that was styled like a college notebook, the kind of things that college kids would draw in notebooks or something. But it was just like really bad humor. What's Sucker Punch doing nowadays? I think they had okay car combat like Super games.
Cool designers? Well, the guys making Fire Pro seem pretty alright.
I'd like for them to finish Fire Pro first before they do anything else.
Yeah. I still remember the one time that DLC was first announced and the developer was like visibly like super worried about it on stream, and I was just like, dude, don't worry. Wait, the Fire Pro dev commented on one of your edits? Apparently the developers showed one of my edits on stream, and it was meat of all people. Like,
also, congratulations to Hugman Huggington. Now more successful than Bob Hoskins Mario.
This is more successful than Chew. Well, I don't know. Chew is going out with Lita now.
He's also a two-time tag team champion.
Thank you. Godo, being in a stretcher and immobile, cannot respond. Well, why are you angry at me?
A fellow Chaos member, not shown.
Konoyaro!
Is he mad at you for winning?
I don't know. I'm really jealous. I can't picture that.
They're making a big deal of the Never Openweight Championship.
Melly is the most popular MK character in Japan. I would not be surprised by that. Because I remember there was actually a Japanese artist that commented on something. I kind of forgot what it was, but... Oh, I think it was like a picture of Bowsette, actually. Like, the artist was like, why is this, like, super popular now? And the Japanese artist said, like... straight up, he was just like, well, we love sharp teeth. So, I guess that explains it. What, is he like Voldo in that Soul Edge ending where he like rubs them in his face so fast he breaks it?
She's hugging the belt.
Okay, for the thumbnail for this episode, I'm just gonna crop that face and make it the thumbnail. Also, ARPA, they seem to love the PS2 games, so... I mean, a Japanese Fire Pro author made Cobra. Although that might just be because he's Ken, but...
I think there was a typo there. It meant to say precious belt. It's
what?
Previous belt?
My previous. Let's just go running. We're gonna run a lot. Damn it. I've had that problem before, actually. One of my belts broke before I had to leave for work. Thank God there's a dollar store right behind it.
Also, I realized your stats are like through the roof, basically.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not even, like, really cheating or anything. I'm just progressing through the story as most people would. And I gotta say, this story is incredibly easy.
It feels like they want you to do it more than once, especially since like there's multiple stables and everything.
That's probably not gonna happen.
That's fair.
Although I might just do, like, Fire Pro Fridays anyway, since this is just a good stream game, really. It's just there's so much, like, content coming out for this game, like, every day.
Uh-oh, here comes Taguchi Japan.
That's it. That's his answer.
Yes, it's yes.
Eh. Why does he keep doing that? But you forgot to go, eh. Do, 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 do. Ah. Sorry, I was distracted by the fact that his shirt has that number on it, because of course it does.
That's Taguchi.
Is he just kind of like that?
Yeah, he's kind of like that. He is the funky weapon.
That's I can't argue with that.
He used to have an afro.
You know, I can just kind of see that. Did he just say?
Yeah, that's his catchphrase. Oh my and Garfunkel.
Huh.
Ryusuke Taguchi is something.
Yeah. Yeah. Those two... the two guys on the cameras just make this picture. Well, I mean, I guess they literally did, but... But yeah!
But yeah.
Okay, so I think this guy may be my favorite New Japan guy. But yeah, sounds like a move name I would come up with. I feel like the game's not really acknowledging the guy on the far right. They just kind of keep, like, ignoring him.
Well, that's Manabu Nakanishi.
That's unfortunate. Wait, what? You got it right the first time. Yeah, he didn't even get, like, an introduction, but he has, like, pictures.
I think he had an introduction like way early on in the tutorial stuff.
Oh, I think I remember him now. Okay, so...
Oh, I thought this was a 6-man match.
I guess not anymore. You know what we have to do? We have to escape by airship. I thought I turned entrances on. I don't know why they're off again.
I don't think Crockwin Hall has entrances.
Oh, right. That would explain it. Well, let me see what this guy's finisher is called. Oh. He doesn't have butt yet as his finisher.
It's I think like Dodon of the End or something. Which is weirdly translated here as Dodon's throne.
Also, that were we introduced to a fuzzy Shin guy?
I don't think we were introduced to Roma Takahashi, no.
So
He's just kind of here.
there anything notable about him other than the fact that he has probably the most mismatching prop parts in this game?
He's a wild boy, like very wild. He acts like a cat all over the place. And he has a mascot. He carries around a big stuffed cat named Daryl.
Oh, that's the guy.
Yes.
And they didn't.
And his nickname is the Time Bomb.
And they
The
didn't.
Time Bomb.
They didn't formally introduce us to this guy.
I don't think you were formally introduced to Bushi either.
Oh, is he the one with the mask?
He's the luchador, yeah. He is an extremely vain luchador.
I can get behind that. Hit
He
him with
has amazing lipstick.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
Huh. I'll have to take a look at it. Maybe take some fashion tips from him. I just realized what really sucks about me not doing webcam tonight.
What?
I have a special guest to show on camera for next time.
Mine is sitting here right next to me, too.
This is an interesting track. But whenever they have sounds on on the strikes, it just reminds me of when people have strike sounds in Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, where like almost every single move has them doing it. Inoki probably has my favorite one because he just smugly goes "Kuraya" during like every single move. But speaking of him, I did download the Puyo Puyo game with him in it. I might give that a shot on stream one day.
That might be an interesting little, like, pre-show game.
Yeah.
Also, we completely forgot about Hiromu's, like, catchphrase.
What's that?
Moto, 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 and increasing in intensity and vague horniness.
So kind of like that one vampire from Melty Blood, but like
Yeah, kinda. But like a weird cat man.
There are weird cat men in that game. I wonder if anybody's
Also,
made. Sorry.
Also worth noting, when Hiromu was champion, he treated his belt like a person, to the point of like giving it a bath.
That's pretty good. So this is a picture of Taguchi saying, "Just as a mask is sacred to a masked man, a butt is sacred to a butt man." True words have never been spoken.
Oh, other things Taguchi has done. He wrestled as a masked wrestler by the name of Masked Horse, who was a wrestler raised by a horse.
This guy is amazing. Also,
he used to tag team with Finn Balor, of all people, when he was around New Japan.
jeez.
And their team was Apollo Go-Go.
I'm tempted to use part of his moveset for Sir Mix-a-Lot when I make him in my mod.
That's fair.
I was thinking of going with part him, part Booty Man from WCW, and part Cush Nude Butt. So it'll be like a heavy wrestler with also a bit of karate mixed in.
And a lot of butts.
Oh, yeah. You ever think about how No Mercy had both Rikishi and Mr. Ass in it at the same time?
Honestly, like, the only real bad thing that Taguchi has done in recent years was, like, an angle where he was being, like, really creepy towards Taichi's valet. To the degree where I think everyone else was kind of like, yeah, that was a bit too far.
Was it like a angle so bad that he ended up agreeing, or?
I don't think he ever agreed, but it was just kind of like everyone else was like, yeah, this might have gone a bit far.
Yeah.
Taguchi, stop that, please. Now he's doing a weird rugby thing.
A weird rugby thing?
Rugby, yeah.
Huh. Oh, you got credit on Botchamania. That's nice. One day I'll get referenced on a major wrestling thing. Some of these videos do get like not really featured since there's so many of them that get posted, but there is like a Japanese site called like Game Force or something, and a lot of these Fire Pro Melv streams just kind of end up on there.
Huh.
So there's that.
It's weird.
They don't have all of them posted there, but there was one with my face in it, which I was surprised by.
What if somebody translates them?
I don't think I'm nearly. I don't think. Well, we're nearly popular enough for that. Maybe in a couple of years we'll both be subbed in by Nico users. Maybe we'll even get fan dubs. Because I think that might be a thing for some of them. It's not like a common thing, but it is. It does happen.
I think I've seen it happen a few times.
I did see. Look, I don't know what the internet is capable of. I mean, there is a possibility that one day I'll wake up and a ton of Pixiv users have drawn me for some reason. Just watch, I'll become the new Belzette.
Or Tanahashi scream at nothing.
It be like that sometimes. God, like, his leg puffs are just the strangest looking thing. They have
They got it working in, like, they got it properly well done in this game for the most part.
Yeah, it looked like the colors of it. It looks like he like washed it in a washing machine, but somehow like Fruit Loops got in there.
I don't know. That's just how his attire is. You should
Yeah.
see his jacket, his entrance jacket.
Mel dressed up as the lady poster by. That would be so. What if we end up making Headmistress Helga like a Smash Pixiv hit?
That would be amazing.
I mean, that wouldn't be any more random than what's going on right now, apparently. In Japan right now, for some reason, the charts are being dominated by an Old Dinosaur Jr. song. And nobody can figure out why.
It's probably a commercial thing, but it's not likely.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a post about it. I'll have to retweet it later. It's pretty recent on my post if you want to just go look at it. Oh!
Doing the Hacksaw Jim Duggan thing, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you found it. Yeah, 25-year-old Dinosaur Jr. song is a hit in Japan. Nobody knows why. Over Your Shoulder mysteriously became a YouTube sensation last week. There's one thing that's good, that YouTube's good for. It's making completely random songs famous.
It's gotta be like an advertisement thing or something.
Yeah. Although, does anybody really know why Plastic Love, like, kind of ended up, like, huge? Like,
Plastic Love ended up huge because of YouTube algorithms. Because for some reason, for the longest time, no matter what you did, like whatever song you were listening to, Plastic Love would show up in the, like, recommended for you section.
but, like, nobody
could figure out why.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, nobody still really knows why that happened. Like, Even like the lady who made it, like her response was like, "Wait, what? Why?"
It became such a popular thing again that it revived her career, basically.
That's kind of amazing. It's not even like, when I look at it, it's not even like a meme or something. It just kind of happened one day.
And hey, it's a good song.
Wasn't my kind of thing, but I can definitely respect that sound.
It's evil.
Sorry? Oh.
It's evil.
We're hugging the forces of it. What the fuck? I couldn't really tell what I was looking at for a second there. It kind of reminds me of that One Hit Wonderland episode of Mungo Jerry, where, like, they were only a one-hit wonder here, but, like, all their other songs were hits in really specific countries. It's like they had a smash hit in Japan, then a smash hit in Denmark, and then, like, a smash hit in, like, all sorts of random countries, but it was...
That was the case with Scatman John, too, wasn't it? Like, that one song was only really popular here, and then... But he was really fucking big in Japan.
Yeah. Half of the top 10 are Queen songs. That is fair. I mean,
some weird combination of JoJo and Bohemian Rhapsody, probably.
Unfortunately, Bohemian Rhapsody. I saw a clip of that, and both the editing and the acting is, like, really bizarre.
I wasn't exactly down the movie from the moment I heard, like, yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen left that movie because Queen wanted to make it more about them.
It's just like whenever I heard Freddie Mercury talk in real life, well, I wasn't really around because I was born the day he died, but anyway, I always heard like, "Hi, I'm Freddie Mercury." The movie version goes like, "Hi, I'm Freddie Mercury." Like, it's really weird. It kind of reminds me of that one.
Forget he's a regular. He was just kind of a regular guy.
Yeah. In fact, he told a whole story about the when they got a call, or they heard that they were basically in an elevator that, like, when they heard that Bohemian Rhapsody was a smash hit, and they got so excited they jumped around and it jammed up the shaft. So they were just like, here we are with a new smash hit song and we're stuck in a fucking elevator. But there was like... Sorry.
It was so close to Flash and Bohemian Rhapsody that they nearly got, like, sued for it.
Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way in number 11. I love these charts so far. What was I saying? Oh! Hugman just kept doing that. Nobody
giving him a leg hug.
She's really bad at chiropractic, but she tries. What was I saying? Yeah, it kind of reminds me, there was a Michael Jackson biopic, like, a couple years ago, and it was played by a British actor, and his accent just, like, barely gets covered up, so it's just a British Michael Jackson, which I guess technically 10 count is, since he's from England, but it's still just, it's disorienting. Why does he keep doing that? Like, he goes, Hugman. I mean, Hugman Huggington.
Not sure.
Yeah. Yeah. What about Nakanishi?
I feel like in this story you're kind of replacing Juice Robinson now.
We're replacing the juice. Oh shit. We're actually at an hour, so oh my god.
Japan.
These guys are the best.
You're about to be a double champ now.
Hookman will just become God by the end of the time this story mode ends. Not at soccer, though.
I forgot that Taguchi Japan at this point was him trying to assemble a soccer team, basically.
We're not going to be nearly as cool as Roberto from Rival School, so why even bother? Kickoff! The Hoovy clip. Yeah, I gotta show that to more people. It's kind of amazing. Although I'm sad that no version of that exists in, like, acceptable quality. It's either, like, super blurry or it's, like, clear, but the problem is the guy's recording it like he's filming his TV, basically. You don't want the best upload or the clearest upload, but you want the juiciest upload. Alright, I think it's time for some exhibition matches now. That's a good note to go off of in terms of the story. Okay, so what do we got here? Do more battle royales.
Do we have a soccer arena or anything like that in the wrestling arenas?
I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Let me look, though. I could have just forgotten that I have, like, a sportsy sort of, I have the full house ring. That's always good. Wait, Butts Cup? Oh, right! I think I do have a soccer thing. Yeah, it was
some
like...
kicky people in here. Who's got some good kicks?
Let's see.
Oh, is Robert Garcia in here?
Yes.
Oh shit, it's Robert Garcia from King of Fighters.
I have two versions of him, actually. One's more based off of Art of Fighting, and the other is kind of more
King of Fighters 14, basically.
I don't think it's 14. I think it might just be more general KOF. Where is he? Okay, there he is.
Let's go with that first one, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Alco's good at kicks, I think.
Lee Chow Lane is also good at kicks. I might put in the... Actually, let's see what she can do. Wait, where is she? Oh, there she is. Yeah, let's give her a different outfit for once. Yeah, there's Lee. Yeah. Why not? Who else is good at kicking?
Delon?
That works. That's like one of his best moves.
That's right, it's literally a soccer ball kick. On that note, Liu Kang.
Yeah. Do I have just straight up Liu Kang in here?
If worse comes to worse, there's always Hornbuckle.
It's true. Gotta go with MK1 Liu Kang. Let's see if... I'm just going up and I'm being like, oh yeah, I have these characters. Huh?
I had another idea.
What?
A character who has no choice but to be good at kicking. Pants.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh, apparently they have a title belt. Okay, we have 2 more people. Maybe if we just hit random a whole bunch. No, not...
Bad Boxer, Mega Man.
Disco Kid is a boxer. Splinter, Bubsy. Kickington. There's gotta be more kicky people we got here. No, I'm getting...
Arm Van Dam?
I'm getting more arms than anything. Rick Taylor is good at slide kicks. Does that count?
That'll work.
Yeah.
I mean, there are slide kicks in soccer.
Yeah. Also, these aren't on teams, so this is just going to be the most chaotic soccer match of all time.
It's the Hyper Cup.
Yeah. Let's have, like, a guest. Just even if they don't kick. Let's see what Random Slide comes up with. I don't remember who this is. I think he's
somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, Bully Demise has stomps. Does that count?
Yeah, that absolutely counts. Although I do want to point out how perfect that Master Mummy was.
Oh yeah, honestly.
This is just the old guy from Pawn Stars. Because it looks way too much like him. There we go. I alphabetized it backwards by accident. Guess you were wondering what the hell was going on there. A lot of scrolling, but it'll be worth it. Okay. Let's see what the hell happens. Whoa! Holy shit. That's
nice.
That's incredible.
I completely forgot, like, Dalani is just using, like, Liu Kang's moveset, basically.
Yeah. Well, Hornbuckle's supposed to kind of be, like, farther away from Liu Kang, but it's still kind of just him. It's far enough away from him. Rick Taylor just chokeslammed Pants. Man, I almost want to, like, it's a shame 2 people already made, Asuka from Wave, because I would have done that and be like, hey, I made you. Although nothing's really stopping me from doing that anyway.
Yeah. I'll say that I don't really know much of her moveset, to be fair.
Dawn's out. There's quite a bit of videos of her floating around that I think I can get something going. Certainly a lot of outfits I've seen. Rick Taylor and Robert Garcia. What a tag team there. There's like this one Liu Kang I had to remove from my lineup because he just had the most horrible screech noise for like every attack he had. I forgot that the referee is the doctor from Kaiser Knuckle.
I thought it was Dr. Kiln for a second.
No, but I do have him. Ha! Elko having some problems there. I think I'll do another little mini rumble again.
That's fair.
Is there always fun? Ha! funny thing is, I remember Crunch Dunkins uses the voice of Balls Mahoney. And a lot of these ECW people, like, I've heard a lot of their voices, and there's Rick Taylor. I've heard a lot of their voices in game, so I looked them up to see how they sound. And almost none of them sound like they do in game anymore.
That's death matching.
Yeah. Like,
that's one of the funniest fact of life is that X-Pac, despite looking how he does, he sounds incredibly like this.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at how husky his voice was.
And again, there's also Loki, this tiny, tiny man who has an incredibly deep and commanding voice.
I'm gonna have to look him up. Yeah, I remember Crunch Dunkins going, "Focal point!" And from what I've heard of that guy in other videos, it sounds more like, "Focal point!"
I suppose it's the difference between being in the ring and recording something in the studio.
That's true, yeah. Everybody is really tired all of a sudden. Too much soccer, maybe. I feel like I have a soccer player just hidden in this roster somewhere, and I just don't remember them.
Well, probably Roberto from fucking Rival Schools.
I don't think they made him yet.
Really?
Eh. They made, like, a whole bunch of other Rival Schools characters, though. Oh, the good old kick contest. Oh, I remember what's up with the apron here. It was meant to use for a specific ring where the one side would say, wait, who lost? Wait, who oh, okay. Lee lost. It's supposed to say putting butts in seats, but I just made it say putting butts and nothing else.
Putting butts. Put butts.
See, that's why I feel like I can get along with Taguchi. Oh, well, until Luke can't kick pants out. Putting butts the new mini golf course.
Oh, speaking of golf, we've got an interesting thing that we should see if we can get running in multiplayer.
What's that?
Doom Golf.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, Luke hangs out.
It's got to be good because it's a Terminus S joint.
If we can mod skins for that.
I think it's just running in regular old like Doom and such, so you probably just ostensibly use any pre-existing Doom skin, I think.
Yeah, at least Sonic Robocard, I think is Xandronum? I'm noticing...
It's hard to tell, it just runs so far forked from actual Doom that like it's hard to even tell.
So these are our two final works on Xandronum and Z Doom and GZ Doom. Okay. That clears that up then. I always use Xandronum. I use Z Doom like once to get the Yoshikage Kira WAD working, which yeah, that is a thing if you want to go check that out. That was the WAD in which the Cyber Demon was replaced by a giant ambulance.
I gotta see that in action at some point.
It is an amazing little thing. The same person was also working on a Dio Brando one, but I don't know if that ever got finished. I mean, yeah, since there was the time freeze sphere, it's kind of natural, but...
Can we put a Diablo no Daiboken sequel made in Doom?
Oh, man. A Madden 94 themed Doom mod with the same thing, that's... Oh my god! I just remember that, yeah! Maybe...
Let's bring players over.
Just have, like, Kira run out on the field and the ambulance runs him over. Oh, Christ. These two have been at it for a considerably long time.
It's kicks versus stomps.
Who will win? It's probably Alco. Unless he gets a critical off or something. Oh my god. He's not even really pinning, he's just stopping.
That's what Bully Demise does.
Yeah.
He just stops.
Does he pin at all? This happened for the next several hours. So
Bully Demise just kicking out.
Oh, never mind.
Alco killed him.
She kicked him out of existence. Okay, so that's Alco done. Or she's the first entrant in the Rumble.
The soccer champion, Alco Ozaki.
What's he doing all random? Or maybe we should do like one of my character, then one of your character, and then just the rest are random.
That's fair.
That guy was Vanilla Thunder is a guy that I made at a request at a party for returns, and then I ported him here because I could. Go Lick Joe from Violence Fight, the greatest game of all time. Yeah, unknown. One of the new characters I got, Bad Karma. We didn't see him in action yet.
Yeah. Oh wait, we gotta do the Bad Karma challenge before we finish. Like after we do that last Rumble.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what do we got? We got Ermac, Huang from Soul Blade, Lucky Chloe, Android 21, the only time Hulk Hogan was ever good, Thunder Lips from Rocky.
Who was it specifically was going to take the Bad Karma challenge? Or were we just going to do that at random? I forget.
Go-Ho Lee was going to take the challenge. Ah, I forgot to change the music, damn it. 1 second. I think I also have Clubber Lang in this lineup. I mean, that's a good question, Frame. I mean, there's always time to change that. I remember reading he was dubbed by Daisuke Gori in one of the dubs, and let me tell you, that's way too cool of a voice to put on Hulk Hogan. The doctor from Kaiser Knuckle is still here. Totally not because I accidentally kept him in.
Who's getting your check on the participants considering one of them died last time?
That's true. Lick Joe's already out. It's such a shame that there's no way to make him look at them and then you hear like blah, 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 and he just shrugs. Like Oda Khan or Doogie Howsers. Wait. Oh my god, I can see.
We keep thinking he's everybody but the doctor from Kaiser Knuckle.
Why does Lucky Chloe have the chair? Item move, obviously. Bad Karma's kind of having a hard time back there. Give me your arm. Yeah, Bad Karma is the one getting challenged quite a bit. Thunderlift just keeps beating him up. I think, if I remember right, Dead or Alive 3 actually referenced Rocky 3.
Really?
I think Bayman quotes Mr. T in that movie. Like, one of his intro quotes, I think, is like, "My prediction for the fight is pain," and I think that was just one of his lines in that movie.
To be fair, like, the entirety of, like, Base Armstrong's existence is just, like, referencing Hulk
Oh,
Hogan.
wait, no, not Base Armstrong, I misspoke. Bayman said that. Which, yeah, Base Armstrong would make a lot more sense, but... No, Huang's out.
Never to be seen again.
As he typically does not. Alongside Li Long. I remember I played online with my friend on Soul Calibur 6. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna play as Li Long," and then he played him and he was just like a skeleton with a straw hat. It's sad, but it's true.
I think Huang at least, like, shows up in a character's story mode, but just, like, as a portrait.
He showed up, both him and Li Long showed up as bonus characters in 3, but again, it's just not really official, you know? Like,
They're just custom characters with gusto.
Yeah. What the hell is this lineup? I know I'm gonna be saying that a lot with Random Select, but... Ermac with the Li Chaoling kick strings there. I just realized there's 2 Tekken characters in here.
One of them just seems to be roaring a lot.
As she does? What? Oh, whoa.
Is 21 okay?
I don't know. Ermac and Bad Karma are out. Bad Karma as many. You are but one. I'm gonna probably guess that Unknown might be winning this. I should probably bet when it comes down to like 4 or something. Or hell, maybe at the start of the fight so that I can be really amused when they get knocked out in like 10 seconds. There's just a Tekken fight going on here.
I forgot how long that clip lasts.
What? Wait, what? What was that sound? Oh, so thank you. I'll be uploading that later. Thanks for basically supplying me with clips to upload like every week at this point. It really does help a lot. You missed one Rumble, which Alko Elzaki won, because she just kind of does that.
Also, Melly's discovery of Ryusuke Taguchi.
Oh yeah. Whoa! Thunderlips is like the heel of this match. I forgot he shows up during a scene that's like he fights Rocky in like a Battle K Road style match because he does wrestling and Rocky does boxing. A lot of 2.9s tonight.
Nobody wants to do the job.
Would you all get it together already? Android 2.9? God damn it.
I suppose what we get for putting him in the sitcom ring.
That's true. Lucky Chloe is always my favorite Full House character.
Lucky Chloe, as portrayed by Mary Kay and Ashley.
Yeah, probably. Wait, why is this one taking so long? I don't know why, but I half expected Chloe to... Whoa. Oh, he's out.
I thought 21 was just gonna run after him.
3 kick! Oh, wow. Alright, so...
Caught by surprise.
Alco and Android 21. Wake up and smell the coffee. Lick Joe out 1 minute. This is funny because his whole plot is that he was, I guess wrestling must have been different back in the 50s because apparently he killed like 10 people in the ring and they didn't do anything about it until like the 10th guy where they were just like, nah, we have to do something about this.
Hey, wait a minute now.
It did highlight Meatloaf, but also I'm just seeing Tanya on screen. I just kind of want to pick her instead. Mostly because she's kind of one of my most underwhelming characters in terms of performance. I just kind of want to see if she can, like, fix that.
And then Icho.
Yeah. With the best
Speaking of underwhelming characters.
Oh yeah, there's ketchup and mustard now. And also Kevin James, which I got because I forgot that he actually did have like an MMA movie, and I just find it amusing.
Yeah, that movie.
I don't imagine it was any good. I just appreciated how, like, it kind of made sense that they'd make him. Let's see. Also, just Daniel Pesina. And he's Johnny Cage, but... Okay, now random select brings up Fugo, Raxel from Fighting Vipers, Tetsuo, Shao Kahn, and Nikki Chan from Way of the Warrior. A lot of live-action fighting, and then there's just Fugo.
Oh, change the referee.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Just make it Dr. Kiln, since we already made the joke.
That's a good point. That entire right lineup there is red.
They're literally the red corner.
Yeah. King Dice from Cuphead, sure. I keep forgetting I made the Devil, because he's really easy to make in this game, and also because Melv Bash made me. So, Tanya is probably not going to do very good, so I'm going to assume that... Tetsuo will take it, I guess.
I'm putting my bets on Daniel Pesina.
That's a fair choice. This is the Fight Milk Ring mat from Always Sunny, which, I actually updated Don Fry in Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 because it turns out, I think I mentioned it before, he had a short cameo in an Always Sunny episode as like Roddy Piper's opponent. Well, Raxel just teleport. What? Who's screaming? Oh, Tetsuo.
Probably
right?
Tetsuo.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, it's hard. It's easy to miss because his face is barely in any of the shots. Yeah, he is wearing a different outfit, so it was possible to make like a distinctive costume for that. This is the perfect matchup for reggae music. There are like kind of 3 Mortal Kombat characters in this. I say kind of because it's kind of just one of the actors rather than the characters, but
I mean, it counts. I mean, mocap.
yeah. Somebody made
account stand for.
yeah. Somebody made mocap, but they just gave him Johnny Cage moves, so I might have to fix that one day. Mocap's whole deal is that he just knew like a bunch of martial arts. I think he had like 3 hand-to-hands.
Also shot light beams.
Yeah, in Armageddon he had to have some projectiles. The Mortal Kombats are fighting. As they do. That should be the tagline for the new game. Mortal Kombat 11. The Mortal Kombats are fighting.
As they do. That'd be like the end thing of like hashtag as they do.
Yeah. Let's get it trending, people. I mean, we successfully got subscribed to Melly and Sasha trending last week, so. Whoa, what? Who was doing that? Oh, right, Fugo. Purple haze and all that. Yeah. I keep forgetting that one of Purple Haze's quirks is that he's, like, a germaphobe? Like... Which is really weird considering he spreads viruses.
There's a difference between poison and virus.
I suppose, yeah. He just, like, kept cleaning himself like a dog does. Like, it's an interesting stand for a guy that just ended up leaving halfway through the story.
Because his stand was too powerful, basically.
His stand was so powerful that he just ended up in a spin-off. That is the second time somebody thought Sans was the referee. Sans will be... Undertale will be nowhere to be found in my lineup, I'll assure you that. Nobody's been eliminated yet, I don't think.
Nobody knows how these battle royals work.
Yeah. I was like how Shao Kahn's going, Gah! Okay, chairperson's out.
That's fair.
I like how Daniel Facina did like a vault jump and then Shao Kahn just fucking lariated him when he turned around. Tetsuo's out. Okay, so that's my bet out. Daniel Facina's still in it, though. Whoa. Who? Yep,
There
Tanya.
goes Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya's that. She honestly really sucks in this game. I might have to, like, fix her AI or something. It's like her and Butthead just cannot do anything. Like, I did a, like, league thing, like, you know, while I think I was asleep or just, like, busy with something else at the time, so I just left a league running to see who the rankings would be. There was, like, about, like, 25 people in there. Butthead won, like, once. I couldn't even
But in a league sounds like he'd be the spoiler, where he'd be like, he'd suck and then ruin one person's match.
Yeah, probably, yeah. It's funny, too, because Beavis is actually really good. I guess that's accurate to the show, where Beavis would just kick him in the nads once, and then, like, he would basically win the fight. fighting tooth and nail this group. To this sweet reggae jam. That's alright. It's Alco Android 21, which is already a good lineup there. Then the winner can face Bad Karma in a SWA match. Somebody made the entire Castaway the Warrior in this game. I know that's been, like, the case for a while now, but I still can't really believe it. And I have all of them, because of course I do. How bad is Karma? I'm not actually sure. I've only seen him perform in a... I think somebody might have made a Rise of the Robots character. I'm not sure. I don't think they made the entire cast. It might have been just like the main character. I mean, my friend made a One Must Fall character. I guess that is close enough. If not. Are you ready? With that mask, Shao Kahn just looks like the most jacked clone of Rey Mysterio ever. I think Daniel Pesina got hit by purple haze, which is not good.
No, he's probably gonna die now.
He looks like a westernized Tatsunoko design. Yeah, that's not a bad comparison, really. Raxel's out. Speaking of making actors in this, but Lord Crump will win it all. I'm so sad that Lord Crump did not win Melbash. He was like kind of my favorite. What was I saying? Yeah, speaking of making actors, ever since that interview with him, I might have to make Dantel from Survival Arts, but make a costume where it's like the actual guy, because there is video of him. I still cannot believe I heard an interview with Dantel.
No, it was weird.
Yeah, the food goes out. I love that he got paid the same as Hiryu, even though he barely moved the entire time. It's like Hiryu's actor came to class sore the next day, and he's just like, this sucks. How much you get paid? And he's just like, the same as you. I was just in there for an hour. Daniel Pesina is still here, though. This one is really long. I hope we have time for the Bad Karma Challenge after this. I think we do. My God, you guys. Okay,
We just have to make the final rumble like 3 people if this goes on any longer.
I have a feeling it'll end pretty soon now. That's not a bad idea right now, really. Also, I like how there's gonna be a bad karma challenge, even though he was in the first Rumble and he lost pretty badly. These went on like way too long though, so yeah, definitely gonna. Whoever wins this one will. If anybody wins at this point. Yeah, there's no way to say that out loud, really. Okay, a quick bow before I suplex you. Nobody ever talked about the good karma challenge. We all win the good karma challenge. Oh my god, you two, wrap it up! Stop picking each other up, just pin!
What? We have two fighting game characters fighting. Just want to fight.
Yeah, that's true. Linguini cage? This might be it. Wow, okay.
Should have followed through, Daniel. Should have followed through.
Really? So we have an all-lady Rumble now.
Oh, so far, if you want to do a fourth one.
Do you?
It's 11:40 now, so maybe just make it a four-person Rumble.
Wait, like the next qualifying one, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
A fatal four-way.
Speaking of Kaiser Knuckle.
It's Gonzalez.
Love that guy. Oh, shit. Yeah, Edgemaster. And? Not interesting enough.
Quang.
The Sega 32X version of Quang, where they made him, even though he never showed up in a match, they didn't know what his moveset was, so it was just nonsense. Ow, the edge. Damn it. Yeah, escape, I guess. And Carrot Top, because Free made this ref. I never saw him in action. I just knew he existed, and it kind of reminds me I love video games based on real things. Rilo's already doing the worm chop.
And missed.
Ryla too hottie. Is wrestling real? I don't know.
It's real to me, damn it.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen. 1 second. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
Uh,
Rila was meowing like a cat.
she does that. Yeah, real wrestler. I love how that was just a response to somebody whining that there was too many fictional characters. Ow! Yeah, well, I guess you don't really have to be a wrestler to appear in Fire Pro, because we're both in it.
You can just be anything and appear in Fire Pro this way.
Yeah. Distant relatives will suddenly just show up in the workshop.
This is the start of a horror story.
Yeah.
One second, I'll be right back.
Okay. Nobody's been eliminated yet. Carrot Top is rigging this match. Also, my pick to win this is Ryla. I mean, it's Ryla. How could I bet against her?
Okay, I'm back.
Hey. Still nobody's been eliminated yet. Also, I bet on Ryla. Because,
Why wouldn't you bet on Rila?
yeah. I made one real guy. And it was a very short-lived gimmick.
I don't think we've made any real people, because that's too much studying work. Or real wrestler people.
I made one. I made an Ed Leslie character. I made the guy who was never officially named. He just ran in with a weird mask and punched people and then left.
Fur face.
Yeah. I was the one who gave him an actual accurate moveset, too. All the other ones made him have, like, sleeper holds. It's like, all he did was run in and punch people. Like... Oh. I love how so many people have that name now. Yeah, real people are interesting to work with, especially with like movies and stuff, which I've done plenty of times. That's how I made Cynthia Rothrock.
I think I'll put my money on Quang.
Seems like a good choice. Edgemaster ruins everything for everybody. Quang ruins everything for everybody. A lot of great sounds this time. Christian Master. God damn it. My God, what is with tonight? Like, everybody's taking their time to eliminate each other. She just keeps meowing. And now she's doing a little dance.
She's doing her dance.
Seeing Edgemaster and Carrot Top in the same reality is where we are. This is real life, I mean. He's just doing that in the background. Oh, come on. Okay, that's Edgemaster out.
Wait, well, that one happened.
His Kwong was too tired to kick him out. That was a little unceremonious there.
That's kind of Gonzalez's whole thing.
I have my
Unceremonious, but effective.
Yeah. Also, my pick one. Beautiful. All right. Now the last Rumble will be. What was it? Alco, and then 21.
Alco 21. Rila. And
Wait, oh, Nikki Chan. I guess she's in manga? But wait, where is she? I can't find Android 21 all of a sudden. Hold on.
I think maybe she's just 21 though.
Yeah. I think I might have put her in like a weird spot or something. Was it right? Okay. And then two of your characters made it to the finals. Let's speed this one up. Escape by airship. After that, we'll do an SWA match with Bad Karma, and then that'll be it. A lot of slaps so far.
Well, there goes Nikki.
Did Twitch have a thing or something? What? Is Twitch bugging out? Uh.
21's dead.
Okay, so now it's just these two. I was worried that this would be really long, but it's funny too because the one that like was taking the absolute longest to end the match ended up losing in like 10 seconds. One.
Just have to deal with the corpse of 21 in the middle of the ring.
She'll be fine. She's robotic. But yeah, this ended up being the weirdest Joshi match of all time. What? Just using Dragon Balls or whatever. I think that's the main plot of the series, like verbatim. There's Dragon Balls or something, I don't know.
And then the plot of GT Line is, no, stop using the fucking Dragon Balls. Or just, actually, it was more like, we use the Dragon Balls so much, it's fucking damned everybody.
That's not great. I think this has ended up being a character showcase for your stuff.
Pretty much.
As it should be. So MK Armageddon basically happens? Alright. Oh no, MK Armageddon is that they try to stop the world from ending, which funny how that didn't really work out.
The only thing we specifically remember about that, only two things we remember that entire arc: the big, huge negative energy spiel, and the fact that like one of the evil dragons is like a girl or something because they're based on a wish that someone made for panties.
That's Toriyama, alright. Also, Rala won. She gets to go up against Bad Karma. Oh, wait, this... Wait, I don't want to play. Curious why there's two faces.
Oh, eyebrows.
I'm gonna go for the more sad-looking one. I apparently have a wood ring, and I'll have the newscaster from King of Fighters 14. And also speed this up a little bit. Oh yeah. I wouldn't have to wish for them. I could just go to the store and buy them. I mean, let's be fair.
I'm surprised you didn't just use the fight zone ref.
Shit! I mean, that's true, but also I don't think I have to get all the Dragon Balls to go buy some underwear. I played too much Twisted Metal. I don't want to take that chance. Yeah, that's also a good reason there. So, you wish for an extra pair of panties? I couldn't think of anything, so, you now have, like, a really small head. Thank you for playing Twisted Metal.
I think close will probably make like, here's an extra pair of panties. They don't fit. You didn't say what size. Thank you for playing Twisted Metal.
yeah, that would be some Twisted Metal 3 stuff right there, where it's just really boring. And Rylan, step it up. Damn, he just keeps slamming her over and over again.
Hey, whatever works.
This is for good measure. This is pretty accurate to Fight Zone, though. Okay, you come down from there. Now!
So we'll be right back as she's jumping off.
They should replace Eric Andre with Ryle up and everything else is the same. I just want to see if he'll go into like a hip toss combo chain again. Ah. He's never able to land that very much, though. Like, after he gets the initial tackle in. Oh. Her response is usually to just eat his face. Oh yeah, Twisted Metal Black Calypso was a bit different in the way he did things.
Wasn't it something like, if your wish is malicious, it's like, you'll get it with no qualms whatsoever?
Yeah.
But like, if it's not, you're gonna have to do something malicious to get it?
Or just die. If this ends in a tie, I swear to God. No, it doesn't.
Bad karma wins.
As he always does. Well, sadly, Ryla lost the Bad Karma Challenge, but...
She won in our hearts.
Yeah. Every time I read Roll Up Pin, I just always imagine the one ECW announcer in that game going, "There's a Roll Up Pin!"
Bad Karma Challenge sponsored by Fruit Roll-Ups.
With that, we're gonna call it a night because it's like midnight now.
That's fair. Tomorrow night, we'll figure something out.
Yeah. We do have plans for next week, though.
Oh, yeah.
Till then...
Oh, wait, we were mentioning the Doom thing. The Doom Golf thing. We can get that working.
Oh, yeah. Although that's a pretty small amount of time.
I mean, we're off tomorrow, so...
I'm not.
Uh-oh. We'll figure out a backup plan, then.
Yeah. We'll do it next week, though. Till then...
Next week is Fight Kite Friday.
Yeah. In time for Valentine's Day. Well, it's not exactly, you know, the...
It's a day after. Close enough.
Yeah. But, thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks, Sasha, for being here and supplying, like, most of the characters that ended up here.
No problem.
And, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you then.
Yeah.